Hey y'all. Sorry for that kind of wild face I just made. I it wasn't connecting, and that was sometimes it's always something every week, I feel like once you do this for 9 months, you would think it'd be all good to go because nothing has changed. Well, for whatever reason, it's always something new every week. But good morning, happy Wednesday to everyone. Monica, hello, how are you doing? Lindsay, good to see you again. It always makes me happy to see similar faces. Sorry, my dog is about to grab a pillow. Good. Okay. He likes to sometimes be funny and grab things he knows he can't because I think he knows he's busy. But good morning, everybody. The week has gone by so fast. I say this every time, but I went home last minute, then I came back, and now I'm back to my own home. But it's good to be back. Happy y'all are here again. Jessica, good morning. Michelle, Julie, good morning. Good afternoon. Oh, maybe you're past maybe you're not central or before west coast, maybe you're forward, but good afternoon from the UK. It's 5 o'clock for me. But yeah, happy afternoon, everybody. Good morning-ish, Heidi. I like that. Good morning-ish because it's not really morning anymore. Stephanie, hello. Vicky, Maggie, it always makes me happy to see y'all every time. Christina, hello. Christina, how's your daughter doing? Her arm, everything good? I hope she's well. Wendy, how's London? It's great. It's actually, what's funny is people always say it rains here, and I would say it's just gray all the time. It doesn't always just rain, but today it's actually raining. So it is just, I don't know if you can actually hear the rain, because I'm at the top level of my house, and then there's just 3 like pretty large windows. So if it rains loud, like hard enough, it is actually decently loud. It's right now, it did ease up, so thank you to the rain for calming down a second because it was actually pretty loud maybe 3 minutes before the live started. Kimberly, hello. Eastern US, 1 minute past noon. Yeah, afternoon. That's what always feels kind of funny when you're like, it is afternoon. So anyway, I won't get too distracted on this. But last week we had a fantastic conversation about hand health and all of this stuff, and like how we have to take care of ourselves while we crochet. It was really fun. If you missed it and you want some great tips and tricks of how to help with posture and things like that, feel free to look at our previous last week literally. And I was in my niece's room, my teenage niece, and I was like very thankful that her room was not very messy like mine would have been. This is technically a crochet along. I will share. I just had it up too. This happens to me every time. I'm ready, and then I do something, I get distracted, then I'm unready. But I promised it will be fine. So if you are working on a Crochet Foundry project of any kind, it can be from the previous issue, this month's issue, from 2 years ago, whatever you want to be working on. If it's Crochet Foundry related, please feel free to comment a picture of your work in progress, your WIP, if you will, on the link I just sent. That is our Facebook group, and you could win a $25 gift card from Furls at the end of the month. So that's kind of the crochet along aspect of it. It's just a very relaxed one. I've said this before. I love structure. I need structure, but sometimes I can't deal with the stress of a very structured crochet along, because then I get behind and then I feel discouraged. So this is for all of those people that need just a little extra time. And if that extra time is like 8 months, like me, then that's totally fine. Because I've been working on the same thing. And the worst part is I keep starting projects, including one right now. So if I actually have it, 1 second. I am working on 2 projects actively. One of them is technically a test that I needed to finish before, but I messed up the yarn. And the other one is the first one that I did at the very beginning of this live, like in January. I want to say it was the first Wednesday of January. I could be wrong. I'm still working on them. I'm just in the middle of a very large panel. And so it's a little cumbersome to like have because it's a back panel. So it is kind of a bit cumbersome to just have and move around, especially because I'm alternating colors. So then the color, and then, it's just a little more. So I said, I should do something else. Because why wouldn't I start something else? Because now the one that I'd started before, that one was also a little cumbersome to work around. So we thought, we being me, myself, and I, thought it would just be great to start another project because I don't have 500 other projects. But anyway, this is what I'm working on right now. I've already shown this. This is the left panel. Yes, the left panel of the Bishop cardigan, which is the cover of the September issue. I'm just doing it like alternating colors. Right now, I don't know how the colors are translating on the screen. They look very muted from what I can see right here, but they're actually quite vibrant. And oh, it's Crafty Bones. She's here. Hello, Leanna Crafty Bones. So I was just showing them my panel. So this is the main one I'm working on because I really want to get it done. And then I still have the one that I started in like January. Again, they're at this point in the project, because they're quite larger projects, they're a little cumbersome. It's mainly this because of the color changes. So I know myself, and I know I can't talk to you, read the comments while I'm trying to untangle my 4 colors of yarn. So we made an executive decision, again, we being me, myself, and I, to start a smaller one. And it's not even a smaller project, it's actually my gauge swatch. So it's not really a secret. I don't design things, but I actually did kind of design a top that I really want to finish. And so it's just kind of funny because like I said, I'm not a designer. So I gave myself a goal to try to finish this design, if you will, and actually have it in, if it's good enough, obviously, in Crochet Foundry magazine. So I do need to swatch. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna swatch for a minute. I'm using finger weight yarn, super fun, bright color. Like I said, I wear all black all the time, but then when it comes to my like crochet makes, I'm curious, what colors do y'all like to work with? Your neutrals, fun colors, one color range. I'm very curious. I know some people, their yarn stash looks completely different than mine. So I'm very curious to hear what you have to say. I'm gonna read the comments because I've been talking like nonstop for about 5 minutes, I feel. Yeah, if I'm working on 2 projects, can I post both? I just finished my coffee mug, but have had someone ask for one too. Sure, yeah, feel free to post both. Why not? I mean, you're actively working on 2 Crochet Foundry projects. Lindsay, you're good to go. You got 2 chances here. I'm sorry that I have not mentioned that before. But yeah, if you have 2 Crochet Foundry projects you're actively working on, please feel free to post those. Or if you just finished it this month, I did send the link. I'll send it again later today or later in the live, just so it kind of pops up again. But let's see, I finished my skull, so I'm looking for a new project. Ooh, Monica, what kind of projects are you looking for? Do you want more accessories, home decor, garments? If you ever have questions or you ever need a little inspiration, feel free to ask away either on the live, or you can email us at support@crochetfoundry.com. We like chit chat with you. We really do. It's actually super fun. I know I've spoken with Monique. I don't know if I haven't scrolled through the comments. So Monique, if you're here, hello, but I'll use you as an example. Monique one time emailed asking if I had any recommendations for some yarn she had, and I did, and it was so fun because there's so many things that I really enjoy. I just don't have the time, right? So it's really fun to kind of know what projects we have, like know all the designs we have, and then recommend one based off of, I have worsted weight, what do you think I should make? Or, things like that. So please always feel free to email us in with that kind of question. I love answering those kinds of questions. So thank you for the colors. Yeah, the Bishop cardigan is going to be so pretty when it's all done and together. Like, I cannot wait. Let's see. I'm so glad you made it today, Megan, too. I obviously, y'all know that I can't say words sometimes. So I'm very happy you're here, Megan. Very happy. Did I haven't mentioned how Megan like makes axes? Like, it's so cool. I hope you're okay that I shared that. I feel like we've talked about it. That's why I just shared it, but I apologize. Anyway, let's see. Good morning. Oh, Crafty Bones, good morning. I hope you're doing well. I saw you working at a Starbucks. Well, not saw you, but I saw you posted you were working at a Starbucks. Sometimes I think about going to coffee shops to do some work, but then I feel like it'd just be too distracting for me. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Long time watcher, first time commenter on this crochet along. IP Serenity, thank you for saying hello. Oh, Victoria, you're so fun. Oh, thank you. That actually that's so sweet to me. I've never done anything like this, but I love talking. I love talking yarn. So I thought, why not? That's why I kind of volunteered to do this. And honestly, best part of my job. One of my favorite parts of the week, favorite parts of the day. I just love chit chatting with y'all. But I'm so glad you're commenting for the first time. It can be, I feel like I had never thought about maybe people. Well, it makes sense because I know we have we have significant amount of viewers, and we normally I still see the more similar names that I recognize, I should say. Um, but yeah, thanks for commenting and leaving sweet messages. Are you working on anything? Even if it's not Crochet Foundry related, feel free to let us know. I'm very curious. But always feel free to comment whenever you want. Hi, everyone. So glad to be back. Lisa, hello. How have you been? I hope you're doing well. Fall colors and jewel tones. Okay, so where is it again? The cardigan, the bishop cardigan I'm working on, it kind of is. There's some jewel tones in it. Like I would say maybe if this purple, again, I don't know how this is reading on the screen, but this purple feels slightly deeper. It would be a little bit more jewel tone, but this teal does remind me. They're like almost all of these. I would say they're like one step behind jewel tones, if you know what I mean. But I do love a jewel tone. Now, I can't say I've made a lot of things in jewel tones, but I do love a jewel tone. Fall colors, I do. I know the whole pumpkin spice thing is kind of a joke sometimes, but I love it. I don't even drink pumpkin spice lattes or anything like that because I'm not a coffee person. But I love the warmth that comes with fall and the colors that come with it. So thank you for sharing. I love bright and vibrant colors, all different colors. But when I make something for others, I tend to go toward neutral colors. Yeah, definitely makes sense. But if it's for me, the variety of color, the better. Kimberly, we are one. I am the exact same way. That's what's kind of funny. Like when I buy things at the store, 9.7 times out of 10, it's just black. I just wear all black. And then when I started making my clothes, I don't know if I felt a freedom with it or what, but then I literally just started, like, I'm not kidding. Like, look at all this color. Like, this is 4 different colors, not very subtle. This is not very subtle. I have others. Like even just more yarn I have next to me, not very subtle. Like, I like fun and bright. I don't know why, but I do. Let's see, earthy and autumnal colors or neons paired with neutrals. It's the Gemini in me. Okay, Christina, that's funny you say that. I'm not a Gemini, but I'm a Virgo, but then I think my moon is a Gemini. I don't know. I'm not the one to ask, okay? If somebody wants to give me like a quick little email to somewhat explain why there's 3 of them, but so I know my moon is a Gemini. That's what my friend told me because I gave her the time I was born. Anyway, I don't know about these things. But the duality thingy, I did learn about that, and maybe that's why. So I'm with you, Christina. Thank you. I learned a lot from you all because anyway. Hello. Am I saying this right if I say Zoila? I don't want to say it wrong. And I unfortunately cannot hear you say your name. But feel free, if you want to phonetically type it out for me, I would think Zoila or Zoila. I could be wrong. Again, I do apologize, but that's a beautiful name. And hello. You're so sweet to literally comment everybody's name here. It's very kind of you. Let's see, I need to start the campfire amigurumi for my niece. Sarah, please do, because I want to see the cute little flames and the cute little marshmallows. Keep us posted. Post your picture so you can maybe win when you do start it. I'm looking for an easy cardigan. Monica, we have so many. Let me give it a think, and I could probably send over a couple recommendations depending on colors and things you have. But I would say we have a few cardigans and different, like, you have a very standard cardigan, like just kind of down, and then you have more like the cocoon ones. Maybe you just want that standard one, but we have several, and they're normally, I would say they're all beginner friendly. So that to me feels easy. Let's see. I would like Christmas gift ideas. I'm sure it's a little bit too late at this point, but maybe in future we could also have like perfect, like small gifts that people can make, I know we've mentioned like having like small projects, 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 balls, like of yarn. So I wonder if we can do something similar, like that's holiday gift related. Because it'd be great. It'd be great to hear. it'd be great to have something where you can look and you're like, oh yes, I can easily make this in a couple of days, depending on how quickly you crochet. See, I've been here so long. Life has been so busy. I miss this and everybody. Megan, I have wondered because I was like, I feel like Megan hasn't been here in a minute. But anyway, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much for joining us when you can. I hope life is okay, though. I know it can be busy and wild, but I hope things are okay. Let's see. A cardigan is on my bucket list. Do you make garments? I'm very curious. If you have not, feel free to take a courageous plunge into the garment world / cardigan world. Honestly, even this one, like the stitch sure is a little bit more involved, if you will, but normally you're working with panels and then you like kind of seam them together. So I believe in you. I think if you can crochet your normal basic stitches like single, half double, double, triple, etc. You don't even, I would say single, half double, and double, you can make a cardigan. It might take a little like patience and you have to go row by row, but you can do it. I believe it. You're a natural at this life stuff. Wendy, you're so sweet. Thank you. And like I said, I think it comes out naturally because I enjoy talking about all of this. And it's like, if you will, my bread and butter. But let's see. Oh, Victoria's fun. I never stuck with the cow as long as I have this one. I'm glad. I'm so happy you're here. That's where it's like, I love a structured crochet along, but I've noticed that I personally, like I've said this 1,000 times, I watch from afar because the only time I've ever been able to keep up, and this is when I didn't have a job, first of all, and second of all, I was learning, it was Tony's Tunisian crochet holiday sampler blanket. I think that's what it was called. That's the only one I've ever done. And even then at the tail end, I did get behind because I was doing some traveling. But yeah, crochet alongs can be a little intimidating if you can't keep up. And that's me. I can't keep up. It just doesn't happen. So, I say, yes, this is why you were in Starbucks. My husband kicked me out of the house and it was close to the boys' bedtime and they tend to think they need mama, but I needed to get lots of computer work done. So to Starbucks I went. That's so nice. Your husband's very sweet and very lovely. I remember meeting him in Canada at the festival, but I'm glad you have a good partner to help you get things done, even if it's just go and get this done. Let's see. I can't. Oh, there we go. My mouse got a little stuck. Kayla, hello. How are you? I have work commitments today, but hope to check in from time to time. Kayla, you're totally fine. So happy you're here. Has it been a minute since we've seen you? Maybe not. I can't remember. But I'm so happy you're here. I hope work commitments are going well. Let's see. The fall colors are beautiful combinations. Like I said, fall colors, I really do like them. I just checked my yarn stash. I don't tend to use them. However, I do really like them. I like the warmth. I like fall. And I do think in fall I wear less bright colors, like a combination of all of them. However, I'm still normally wearing like teal sweaters. And so instead of rainbow everything in like 50,000 colors in one yarn, it's like one solid color of blue. I guess that's me toning it down. I think you might have changed from doing all black because no one wants to work with black yarn. That's hilarious. And so, okay, so I'm actually using a Pollux here. So I always recommend don't switch your hooks in between projects because it feels like a kind of a no-no. Just because of gauge and all that, right? However, the one project that I started in January is mainly black. It's using the Furls Wonder obsidian yarn. And I've been wanting to I specifically got a G+ / 4.5 millimeter because I wanted to use my Pollux, or I got it this size so I could use this because it's white. So I'm very curious if that will make a difference in working with it. I didn't struggle too much because normally I would just kind of in the light. However, I did need light. Like I couldn't have like somewhat dim lighting as I watched a movie. It wasn't happening. But you're right. That could have been why I stopped, because those who work with black yarn constantly, like the more like alternative crocheters and like kind of like an alt knots like Kayla and just more like gothic-y, like only use, I'm like, bravo to you, because let me tell you this, I can't do that. My eyes are gone within 5 minutes. So I think you're right, Sarah. That's probably why I didn't. I started it and I was like, can't do this. So let's see. Let's see. Hi, Victoria, doing okay? Just had so many various things happening lately that I haven't been able to catch you. No worries, Lisa. I'm just happy you're here. It makes me happy that you're here. I love pumpkin. I love pumpkins. I'm not a coffee person. That's really why. However, I love fall. I love pumpkin color. Sweater weather. I mean, that's all the whole joke, right? It's a whole sweat, but it's true. It's sweater weather. Sweater weather. I actually don't know how to say it outside of the SNL skit, but yeah, I love it. We're getting to my favorite time of the year, which is just cold. But anyway, I'm working on my first sweater. Lindsay, congratulations. I keep looking at it and thinking these are sewn on my colors, but everyone else says they look good. It could be slightly controversial yet brave. I didn't come up with that, by the way. And sometimes if you don't, I just want to be sure you like the colors, because I have been, maybe you're not like me at all, and anyone else can chime in, even though I'm probably like 10 minutes behind on comments. But I will say, I've noticed that if I don't like a color combination I picked, or I just don't like the color I did at first and then I didn't, that has discouraged me from making something. So I don't want to make you nervous. I'm just letting you know a slight potential tip if you're like me. Now, if you can commit to making the sweater, then you're totally fine. Don't even listen to me. I'm just full of nonsense. However, I'm just giving you a potential warning, because that has happened to me where I start something and then for whatever reason, I then look at it in different lighting, or I just take a day and then I look at it, I'm like, I don't like the color, and then I can't finish it. So I've learned now to, I used to never frog things, but now I do, because then it's like, I'm not going to finish it and this yarn's going to be wasted. Like, I want to use the yarn, just not for something else, So keep us posted how it goes. I would love to hear about the sweater journey. Honestly, when you finish that sweater, it's going to feel so fantastic. Like, you're going to feel so accomplished. I know that's how I felt. So maybe you won't, but I can't imagine you not. Like I said, I don't want to speak for anyone. So let's see. No worries about my printed. The Z sounds like an S. Okay. Thank you for that. Like I said, I think it's difficult over text. If I can hear you say it, then it's like different, obviously. But yeah, it's over text. I never know. I'm not very good at this. But I wear black exclusively. It's my canvas at the moment, creating a neon black light skull shawl. If I wear black, I can showcase the crazy color combos. I'm a Gemini. Okay. So like I said, I don't know anything about zodiac. So I just know the Gemini aspect, like the duality, the two, it kind of makes sense to me. And maybe that's why I am a moon, or that's because of the moon. I don't know. I love it though. That's true. I guess, yeah, because then I do wear still my, like, the black under. So it is kind of like a canvas. This shawl sounds awesome, Heidi. If you want to share it in the group, if you are in the group, please feel free to, or just share it on social media and tag us. I would love to see that, because I love skulls. Right up my alley. Okay. Hey everyone, it's nice to see everyone each week, even though we don't see each other. Jessica, you're so right. We don't see each other. That's where sometimes it's like I don't want to, this is not in like a sad way or something, but it's like, I don't have a lot of crochet friends. I have friends, but not a lot of them are like crochet friends. So to me, it's just why I love Wednesdays, because we can talk about this. And that's why I try to read as many as y'all's comments. I try to put them up and I read them in their entirety, because I feel like that way, because we're also using like Facebook and YouTube, and, not everybody can technically see all the comments, depending on the platform you're using and the page versus the group. However, yeah, we don't see each other, but it's great to see y'all every week, because we are kind of in a way. Monica, you'd love some ideas. It would be my first crochet wearable. I'm very excited, as you can see. Okay. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. Where's a pen? I never have a pen when I need one, but I got one. Okay, I'm going to write your name down, and then I'm just going to put cardigan. I'll put easy. And then either shoot us an email or I'll see if I can find you on our system and then send you an email with some recommendations. It is technically easier if you send me an email though. So, but I'll put the email at the end of the live because I always do. But I would love to share ideas. Let's see, Christmas small gift ideas sounds great. Last year I made Afghans for everyone in my family. Way too big of a project. I mean, oh my goodness, Kimberly, you're a very generous person though. I've come to learn this as the things you've shared with me and the group. You're very generous. That's if you even got one done, that's an accomplishment. And I hope that person felt very special because that's wild to me. Wow. Let's see. I'm making dishcloths and dish towels as everyone needs them and they are quick. Ooh, Curated Life by Wigglebutt Crochet. I always love reading your whole name or your whole username. Yeah, honestly, that's the way to go. It's because actually I shouldn't say this. I didn't really see people using too many tea towels, if that makes sense, until I moved to the UK. And I would say they do. Most people do use them, but then I realized there's like a whole side of like decorative tea towels, if that makes sense. So even if someone wasn't to use the tea towels and the dishcloths, like they're so pretty because they're handmade and they're kind of decorative. So I think that's a great idea. That's probably what I would do. Like I would probably make one most likely for myself, as I've established I'm a selfish crocheter. Um, and honestly, I probably would make it for my mom. But I'm sure she would do the same thing where she doesn't use them, but she sets them out to be decorative, which maybe one could get frustrated, like similar with decorative pillows. But listen, I'm all about a good decoration. I love a good decoration. It's really like getting together with friends every week that we've never met in person. I know, Lisa, I'm right with you. Like I said, I love it. I love it. I have dreams. I don't know how in the future it could work. I have dreams of doing, with Furls and Crochet Foundry, like doing meetups and hanging out with people because I love an online community. I'm the first one to rave about an online community, but it would be so fun to eventually, meet some people. So I have dreams that we can do more events where we meet and get to hang out and crochet together. That's obviously in the future. But yeah, dreams. We can all dream, right? I'm a dreamer. What can I say? I'm working on my first wearable top. Swyla, please share. I'm too needy. I'm like, please share. I want to see. But I do. We all want to see. If you ever feel like sharing, please do. I will share. I'm going to share the group again. The link I'm sending is specifically to the post that if you were working on Crochet Foundry stuff, you can share. You can also just join the group and chit chat. But I hope the journey goes well. I hope it might be frustrating. But it will be worth it in the end. Finishing something that you can wear to me is so fun. I know everybody has like their preferences of what they like to make. Like I know there's a lot of Ami makers or home decor, Afghans, blankets, all that good stuff. I'm personally a wearables kind of I really only make garments and I love using it when I'm done. It's like the best accomplishment. Megan, all best wishes. I hope things are going well. But you keep joining us when you can. We're always here for you. It's been so fun to get to know some of you and just recognize your name. So always feel free to say hi and always feel free not to say hi if you don't want to. And know that I still appreciate you for viewing and watching this and joining from time to time or every week. Let's see. I'm working on a cocoon right now. Ooh, I tried a traditional one and screwed it up. So now it's in timeout. Yeah, I'm assuming we're talking about cardigans here. Darcy. The amount of times I've had to put something on timeout, you would think I had kids or something. I don't, but those projects go on timeout. I remember the first time I tried, I made a big mistake in my crochet. I was so frustrated and then I didn't want to work on it and I felt bad. But I'm like, no, you just need a timeout. So for any new crocheters, if you ever feel like you need a timeout, take it from the project because sometimes you just need a clearer head. Look at something else, work on something else, and then you come back to it. And then it's all fine. I have done that. And sometimes you don't ever go back to it, and that's okay. I trust you, me. Moonrose, hello, happy you're here. I don't know why I love the little panda and the collar. I say that every time I think I see your name, but I just wanted to share again. Yeah, I would love to meet some of my yarny friends too. Like I said, hopefully in future we can, I'm getting so behind on the comments, but it's fine. I'm literally my dreams. Literally my dreams. I love this. I hope we can do like, it'd be so fun to do something, a big event. I'm like traveling around like a traveling circus, but like traveling around, meeting everybody. Mainly because it's so fun. And like, I know for us, it's super like exciting to meet people that we've chatted to. Like I know Pam, I remember Pam always talks about like Mandy from YouTube and things like that. So it is always really like, we appreciate, like for us, it's just so much fun too. So I hope y'all know that. Let's see. I refuse to work in the office on Wednesdays. Oh my goodness. You're the sweetest person ever, Lindsay. That's kind of hilarious though. I love that. I love that you can just not work in the office. Well, good, go you. Good for you, go you, whatever I'm trying to say. It is really fun. I do working from home, working remote can sometimes be a little difficult just with the different distractions. However, I do love it. So sometimes I do miss having social interactions, as you can probably can tell from how much I can talk on these things. Let's see. Sorry, that's not CF related. That's fine. What are you saying, Christina? MJ Off the Hook currently has a granny pop sweater and cardigan crochet along going on. It's so simple, and I got a cropped cardigan with the hoodie done in 2.5 days. Free patterns on her blog. Tony Lipsy made it too. Oh, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I love it. Michelle from NJ's Off the Hook, she is a genius when it comes to design. She's so good. And I love that she had like a good, easy crochet along. Like I said, it's not anyone else's fault. Like just sometimes sticking to structure is very difficult for others. So I'm glad that she can also provide something that's like a little bit quicker and then I like the ones that are a little bit, it's like once a month. So you have one thing to work on a month. Yeah, those feel good. Week to week, it's too much for me. I cannot keep up. I promise you that I will not get it done. But let's see. Christmas ornaments, hats. Oh, those are good ideas for like small things. Mug coaster. I love a mug coaster. Scarf, cowl, shawl, small throw blanket, all great gifts. Crafty Bones. If I didn't know you, I would think you're very creative and very good. And I know you, and those things are true. All of those things are true. Let's see. I did the same thing with another project with dark yarn, Game Changer. Okay, with the light hook, I need to use it. I'm going to switch it. Like I said, I don't recommend switching hooks all the time. However, for something like this, I definitely want to use my Pollux Gemini hook on black yarn and just dark ones, but we'll see. I can't wait. I'll let you know the what is it? The answer, the end results. I think the end result is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, has anyone that uses dark yarn ever tried to use a light box like they use when weeding vinyl? Interesting. I like that idea, Crafty Bones. That's a great suggestion. I wonder. What's funny is I used to wear a headlamp when I would do cross stitch because my headlamp then also had magnifying things, so I looked very cool in them. But I wonder if also using just the headlamp would work. I feel like it could. That's a good idea. Thank you for sharing that suggestion. We're all here to learn from each other. Let's see, Monique, sorry I'm late. I wasn't. Never apologize, Monique, please. I'm just happy you're here. But I hope class went well. Let's see, never thought about using a light box, but it's an option. I do find it hard to crochet during the night when using dark colors. Yeah, my eyes are not like they used to be, and I don't even know if they ever could be like that. I also feel like you strain. We need to take care of ourselves, use a light box or some little headlamp because crocheting dark colors in a dark room, it's not good. It's not good for any of us, I would say. I'm hoping that once I'm done with the sweater, I will be happy with the color combos. That's also that's a great observation. And if you can get to that, Lindsay, I hope you do with every fiber of my being, because it is very sad when you're like, but I hope you love it. I'm sure you will. And honestly, sometimes you do have to finish it. It's kind of like, I think of it when I would do makeup a lot. And sometimes I was like, and then you have to trust the process. And then I'm like, all right, keep trusting the process. And eventually I would finish it. Looked fantastic. So this could be exactly that kind of moment where you're like, I don't know, trust the process, keep going, keep crocheting, and it might just honestly be your favorite. You never know. I frogged a half-done shawl because I had no motivation for it. I worked from that one to a new one that I got done in a couple of weeks. Yeah, that's the thing. When you need to put something down and you just need it hurts. It really does hurt to frog things. Like I said, when I did a whole secondary section that I didn't need to do. I almost gave up and I said, I'm not going to finish this. I was like, you know what? We'll put it to the side. We'll frog everything. And now we're good. We're back on track-ish. I have too many whips and projects, so it's fine. Should we start a thread in the group for small Christians? Oh, crafty bones. They're at it again. I love this. Let's do this. This is, I don't even have to ask permission. Not that I have to ask permission for things, but like sometimes I need to run things past people because I don't make all the calls. But I love this. I think it'd be so fun. Threads. I'll put gifts. Because I mean, honestly, I know people who start making now for the holiday season. Again, I'm very impressed by organized, structured folks. I'm not one of them. But I love this idea, Crafty Bones. Love it so much. Thank you for sharing. We're gonna do that. And I'm sure we could even send out like an email. Anyway, sorry. My mind is in now like working on like the work side of that. But anyway, I'm catching up-ish to the comments. We're still like 10 minutes out, y'all. This is why it's just a cycle. Like this is literally just a cycle of me in the comments. And then anyway, the fact that y'all stick around honestly means the world to me because I don't know how people can follow my brain sometimes. But it's fine. Yeah. Timeout. We need to time out these things. I'm not kidding. I have a lot of timeout. I have a whole box, but then sometimes I do grab them and pick it up. And that's the thing. It's like, sometimes you forget about it. And so then you completely forget how upset you were when you last put it down. And that's kind of what I want to get to sometimes. Because it's like, I don't want to think about how upset I was. Let's see. I make a variety of things, but always have a blanket going. Julie, I don't remember if you've maybe mentioned this before, because I feel like there was a conversation months ago where you were like, yeah, when I can get a couple rows in, I do. But I think we were talking about how I personally, and maybe some others, get like overwhelmed with like the scale of like a bigger project. But I love that idea. I think it's so clever. I should I feel like 2023, I need to finish the chaosness of this year and like organize my 2024. I feel like in my dreams, more dreaming here, I have like a crochet planner and I need to map out all the things I want to make. And I would love to have like an in-between project where you're like, don't really want to work on that. You know what? Let's just add a couple rows. And then maybe the next day I do want to work on that other project, but maybe I don't. And I just add a couple more rows, like a consistent friend. That's what the blanket is. Furls Fest. I love it. Yeah, it's going to happen. To meet people, you could be Victoria live on tour. That would be so fun. You have no idea. I feel like, don't know how much that would be funded by Furls and Crochet Foundry, but maybe one day I'll fund it myself. No, I'm sure if we could do like an actual festival, I mean, it's not giving away too much because we're all still dreaming about stuff. But we definitely there are things we want to do as Crochet Foundry and Furls that involve like going to different places. And it's not even like selling our hooks, because it's not even that. It's the community aspect of it and spending time with crocheters in person. So that is something we are genuinely working on. And I've worked in events, so it will fall under part of what I will end up doing in future. But again, we're just dreaming here. But I do think that will happen. Like, really, it'll be great. Let's see. I work from home, so I'm technically working right now. Sarah, I love that because I'm literally working right now, but it's so fun. You can literally tell that I'm having so much fun. It's a blast. Y'all are the best. Christina, do you have to set up a login for MJ's to get free patterns? I wanted to try that pattern. I'm not sure, Christina, if you ended up seeing this comment, but I just wanted to raise it up just in case you have. Excuse my dogs. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, Olajo, hello. I didn't email. Yay. I had my 3-year-old grandson in that. Oh, you're totally fine. Listen, kids, I was just at home with my niece and my nephew, and they're like kind of grown now. They're 15 and 18. Yes, they're 15 and 18. And they're still a handful. So I can't imagine a 3-year-old sweet kid. I mean, I can, because I just remember those days back in the day. But you're totally fine. I'm so happy you're here. And I was just thinking about you, Olajo, because I am putting together like a blog post I already have the blog post written, but I wanted to pull pictures from Crochet Fashion Week, which we still haven't talked about. And I saw a picture of us and it made me very happy to have met you in person. So listen, y'all, 10 out of 10, Olajo, if you can meet up with her at some point in some Fiber World event, do it because she's the best. Oh, you can put yarn scraps in clear plastic ornament for a cool, colorful. That's funny you say that because it's not even, I think these are mainly not scraps. These are mainly like, I have this here. That's a really fun idea. And I'm sure you can also kind of like make them different colors. So I have, these are all my scraps. These are mainly like when you cut the yarn or you have like, let me see, what's like an acrylic one? Yeah, when I either used this for like waste yarn to hold stitches or something. That's a great idea. I hadn't thought of that, but I have a lot of this. This is just one little pile. So I like this idea. I have more of that and I have too much. Anyway, we keep going. Let's see. I have used headlamps and neck flashlights for dark yarn. I have seen. Yeah, I need to do it. I know I've definitely seen people doing that. And if Darcy, if you also think it works, I'm gonna try it because why not? Let's see. I tried the Facebook. Oh, you tried the Facebook link and it didn't work. I'm curious why. Maybe it's because are you in the group? Do you know if you're in the group? Okay, so the link I'm about to send y'all is a Crochet Foundry Makes group. Like you just literally have to, I think, fill in like 2 or 3 questions and then you just get approved by either myself or Steph, who works with Crochet Foundry. But let me know if it still doesn't work. Otherwise, I may have done something wrong with the link, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I used to have light up hooks. Darcy, I have seen those hooks. How do they work? I'm very curious personally myself. Sometimes I buy things like I liked Furls hooks before I worked for Furls. So and I can also be very like objective when it comes to things. So for me, it's this part that really works well with my hands. So I've used a couple other hooks and like I said, I just prefer the Furls one. To watch this live, you do not have to be a Furls fan. I shouldn't say I don't care, but I kind of don't. But I am very curious but I know the shape I like or the thickness. So sometimes I don't get other ones just to try because I kind of know. However, I'm very curious about that light up one. I think it's just kind of cool. I've seen them. I feel like, I don't know if there's multiple companies that have them or if it's just mainly one. But I'm very curious to hear your thoughts, Darcy. Let's see. Jeannie, hello. Happy you're here, Jeannie. I don't know if we've chatted before, but happy you're here. Is that a tattoo? I love that tattoo. I've been thinking of getting a crochet related tattoo. We don't know yet. And by we, again, I don't know why I keep talking about myself in plural, but it's fine. Love seeing your brain just start firing with ideas and excitement. Thank you. I really appreciate that you find it somewhat nice because sometimes it's a little all over the place. I see Amazon has a set of lighted rechargeable crochet hooks. Yes, I think that's what Darcy's exactly talking about. They're inexpensive and they work great. I just got a set. Ooh, Lisa H. See, then this is the thing. I like to try things out. So I am very curious. I'm going to add it to my list. Maybe one day I'll splurge and try them out. Because I've done this more so with knitting needles. So I have a lot of different sets of knitting needles. Mainly because I'd only tried kind of like the lower end price point of knitting needles and they weren't fantastic. I don't even know if they had a brand. But I went on a journey to discover my favorite types of knitting needles because then I had one that I did like. And it's been really fun to do that. But I'm curious about a light up crochet hook. Let's see, crochet. I have to write it down. Otherwise, it's literally gone from my brain. It's kind of really sad. But yay. Okay, I'm like trying to catch up with the different. There we go. I made an album on Facebook page for all of my projects. It's very encouraging to have them there to see what I've done. Lindsay, that's actually a great idea. I hadn't thought about it, but I think if you create it, I mean, it doesn't even have to be on Facebook. It could be like a little just digital photo album, but somewhere where you can see it. Because you're right. Sometimes I think, especially with like seasonally, we can't wear all of our warm things in the summer, right? And vice versa. You can't wear your summer things or just the different projects you make. And then you forget you make them. Because I know sometimes I feel discouraged where I'm like, I don't finish my projects. I'm like, I haven't done anything this year. And then I actually pulled out, I was rearranging things and I pulled out all the things I made and I felt so good about myself. That's a great idea. I like that, to remind yourself of all the beautiful things we make, because we really do make beautiful things. I'm not even gonna go on to that, because I think that's why it really bothers me when people, not even people, it's companies, try to sell crochet, which you can't make machine made crochet, but like literally crochet for so inexpensive prices, because somebody just spent so many hours working on that. Anyway, I'm not gonna get started on that because I get heated. But anyway, I use the neck like all the time. I have my headlamp. Now I'm curious about the neck light. Listen, I wonder if I can then, okay, so like I said, I don't make big decisions for Crochet Foundry or for Frills, but I know the people who do. So I will send Heather a little message to be like, hey, have we ever thought about little lamps? Because even if you're not working with dark yarn, there are times where the room is just dark and you need something, right? So I love this idea. I don't know if that's even a possibility, like as in if we're looking, but I think we need something with light, y'all. I'm going to push this. I did tell them last week. I was like, hey, by the way, I sent it. We have like a channel with like Heather, Lorraine, Pam, Crystal, the actual decision makers. And I was like, just let you know, we had a great conversation about like hand health, posture, mental wellness, like crochet. We all want to see it. And they were like, this is so fun to hear, because we were thinking of doing something where we can write in different issues about, and so I just want you to know we're all on the same track, y'all. We're all thinking the same thing. Okay. MJ uses Grow You, set up a login, and then you can view free patterns. She did after pattern. Okay, right now my brain can't remember who asked. Was it Lindsay? Was it you, Lindsay? If you did, this is Christina's response. She did after patterns of hers. I think offer patterns of hers were being copied and sold by others, claiming it was their design. Sad. I'm not reading this correctly, but it's fine. Okay. Another huge, I'm not here to talk about crochet issues or fiber issues, but copying people's patterns, not cool. I've seen that happen a lot, and it's very sad because somebody worked very hard to make that. But anyway, both my mom and daughter love black yarn. So the dark colors in black yarn, I always use my neck lamp, and I bought it for like $20 on Amazon. It's the best thing. It has multiple settings, and I love it. Best thing ever. We need to have one. Even it, like, I'm saying this as if like it's going to happen. We don't know. I'm just speaking things into reality that may not even happen. I would love to have one, mainly because we've all talked about the necessity of Furls and Crochet Foundry having merch. We all know that it's there. I'm the first one. I'm like, I want merch. I love merch. It's actually, that's why we're banned t-shirts like half the time on the lives. So it'd be super fun to have a neck light or any kind of light, because we need it. We need it to work anyway. Just saw the email about the $9 hooks. I know there's no guarantee what we get, but if I order 3, will they try and make them all different? Wendy, this is a great question, and I would love to answer this on the live so people can hear me. There's no guarantee, and I'll tell you why. It's not because we're trying to be mean or anything. I promise you that. It's so we have all of our hooks ready to help us with fulfilling our orders. We have all of our hooks ready to ship, and that means they're all in their boxes. So we have them separated, obviously by type. With the mystery seconds, all of the seconds are mixed up by size, but they're all mixed up. And then also there was, like, for example, it's the discontinued ones. Like the mystery seconds are discontinued hooks. So that's going to be your cherry, cafe, cream, solar flare. I can't think of the other one. Cookie, I think, is that 5th one. And some of them we had none in that size. So this is just an example. This isn't true in this specific case, but as an example, we may have only had 5 solar flare H seconds, mystery seconds hooks. But maybe we had 200 of cooking. That feels like too high of a number, but just say as an example, just maybe say 100, not 200. I was like, I don't think we have that. So then if you did ordered 3 5mm H hooks, you could have potentially gotten all 3 cooking. So one, we don't hand pick them like as we're, so like we literally don't see what a customer gets. So there was a lot of times where there were multiple people who would order multiple of the same size and they got the same size. Or if they ordered multiple or just multiple hooks in different sizes, you could have potentially also gotten the same color in all of them because that's just the ones that we had more of, or, you know, statistically speaking. So just to not, we don't do it on purpose. I promise you that. We literally, our team at the warehouse can't handpick them. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I saw that and I wanted to share it. But anyway, let's see. I love the look of the furls, but not a fan of the hook. They won't work well for me, but I want to try the yarn. Gee, sometimes honestly, that's how it is. I will be the first one to say that not all of the hooks work for everybody the same way that they work really well for my hands. They may not work for yours. I do know there's a bit of a learning curve sometimes. If you're used to a more standard straight crochet hook, but that's okay. Like we love crochet, right? So that's kind of what matters. I'm like, that's what we have in common. But yeah, that's totally fine. Please don't ever feel like, oh, I don't like crochet hooks or the furls crochet hooks. I shouldn't be here. Please, you're more than welcome to be here. I love it. Let's see. And thank you. Yes, I love my tattoo. I need one for knitting. Oh, you're a knitter too. That's so fun. I love, okay, so where Crafty Bones, she had like, because I love that your tattoo is like the symbols. Crafty Bones has really, do I have it up here? No, I have she gifted me a mug and it has, Crafty Bones has a lot of merch. Leanna has a lot of merch that has like the little motif, if you will, or the pattern. Oh, I have this one. I've been needing new keys, and so I actually can't wait to use this. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. So cute. So, Crafty Bones, y'all. I'm over here like plugging everyone, and it's fine. Let's see. Jessica, you have 2 sets of light lamps. Oh, sorry, light hooks. I did not like them. They did not glide light, but yeah, you know, that's where, if it's not expensive, I'm willing to try. But if it is, sometimes I'm like, because I know what I like and I know what I don't. But it's always worth a try if you're able to. And I think I think in future I may be able to do that. Let's see. Yeah. Or your eyes get tired, Wendy. Your eyes get tired and you need a little more light. Honestly, I hadn't thought about that, but you're right. I'm gonna try that one day. It could, like, anyway, I don't know why I just thought of like, oh, I hadn't thought about it like that. Let's see. A lot of people love these lights. We clearly need to be on the light game. Ring lights that slid on the hooks would be, ooh. That's an interesting thought. I wonder how we can make that work. Ingenuity, Jessica, and I appreciate it. Wow, that's so interesting. I'm so curious now how we can even make that happen, but I think you could. I don't know. Anyway, I'm like, again, my mind starts processing things and then I can't, like, $9 hooks. I haven't got one yet. Yeah, Lindsay, these are the mystery seconds. We are having a flash sale. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't mind sharing this. We started a flash sale today, and you can get mystery seconds for $9 instead of $12. So, and even like a bargain on the bargain. And good time. They're a great time if you've never tried furls, or maybe you tried them before, but you're like, now. And this is actually a good time to try them because they're a great price. So, oh, hello, Gabby. I'm happy you're here. It's fine. You missed it. You're always here, so it's okay. I'm happy you're here, though. But I'm happy we can say hello. I'm going to pick. We haven't talked too much Crochet Foundry. We've just been talking about lights, and I feel like neck lights that I've never used. But good combo and how we all want to meet up. That's kind of what you missed. We've been talking about meeting up, hopefully in future one day, neck lights, different colors you like to crochet with, like if you're making garments or just things like that. But if you've commented at all, I'm going to pick a winner from here, scrolly, click on someone, and then you win the September issue, which, again, if you have not checked out the September issue, I'm going to send the website right now. If you haven't checked out September issue, the September issue is genuinely, I know I do love them all. It's going to be a lie if I said I only have one favorite. No, I have a lot of favorites. I love all of our issues. I love so many things about the different designs, right? However, September, and not because it's my birthday month. September is just, to me, one of my personal top 5. Hands down, one of my personal top 5. I think this is just because of what I like to make, how I like to see things, what my preference is. I just sent, if you haven't checked it out, just check it out on the website. It is so pretty. The Leanna / Crafty Bones, she designed the cover. Gorgeous. Thank you, Leanna, for all your gifts and talents that you share with us. But yeah, just check it out. I love September issue. So if you've commented at all, you could potentially win the magazine. That's kind of, we're hitting an hour. So I need it. We need to wrap this up. I'm going to scroll. If you haven't, feel free to comment now. Oh, Be Outrageous. Good afternoon. You have such a nice smile, Be Outrageous. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, I just saw that. I'm very behind on the comments. 3 minutes. Better than what I was before. It was like 10 at one point. I was like, oh my goodness. I talk too much. But Stitch Page, hello, happy you're here. Or Stitched by Page. I can't remember what we said last time. I'm very sorry that I can't remember. Let's see. Ooh, mystery seconds. Only 3 sizes left. Those are sold out quick because we had way more than 3 sizes when the email went out earlier today. I even posted. Anyway. Y'all, it's been a great week. By week, I mean live. I will say it every week until the day I stop doing these, which I don't know when that would happen, and I don't know why it would happen, and hopefully it doesn't happen. But I love Wednesdays. Y'all are my favorite. It's so fun to chit chat. All the yarny stuff with you. It's fun to share and learn from each other. I hope you enjoy these. I think you do because you keep coming back. If you ever have any questions, please do not hesitate to email us. Most of our emails take about 2 to 3 business days to get to, sometimes a little shorter, but at times it can take 3 days, just depending on our volume. If you ever don't hear back from us in like 2 to 3 business days, email us again, because it could be that either something like fell into a crack that we can't find for whatever reason, or it like went into spam. It's weird. The system helps us so much, but then sometimes it does not. But always feel free to email us at support@crochetfoundry.com. I had to think about that. But yeah, I say happy birthday, Victoria. So thank you so much, Spila. I very much appreciate it. I turned 30. I'm very excited to be 30. It feels good. I'm very excited. But anyway, so again, thank you so much. I'm going to scroll. I'm scrolling right now. I hope I see you next week. And I hope whoever wins enjoys the September issue. Christina. Sorry, not that. That is not Crochet Foundry magazine related. You're totally fine. Christina, if you don't have September, you won. If you do have September, email me and we'll work it out if you don't have another issue, okay? I want to do a second one. Y'all were so great. You know what? Nobody ever tells me I can't give away things, so I'm going to give another issue away because this was such a great conversation. Last week was a great conversation. So Christina, you did win. Support@crochetfoundry.com. Email us. I'm going to do another scrolly. I need to hide this first. There we go. It's not hiding. Okay, there we go. I think it was my mouse. So scrolly. Sometimes it actually is very difficult to hit a name. And when I do, it ends up being like Crochet Foundry name, so it doesn't really work. Anyway. No. I hit in the middle, and then I feel bad deciding if it goes up or down, because I'd want it to be as fair as possible. So anyway. Come on. Yes! Someone, and not the middle. Jeannie, you also won September. Email us at, I've sent it before, I'll send it again. Support@Crochet Foundry. Oh. Okay, we're fine. I started typing, it did not work. Clearly you can see. I was kind of freaking out. Support@crochetfoundry.com. Congratulations to the 2 winners. I will get to you as soon as I see your email. I hope to see you next week. I hope you had a great time. Everybody sending their happy birthday wishes, thank you so much. It's so sweet of you. I love birthdays. I love aging. That sounds weird, but I'm very thankful to have another year in life, and I'm very thankful to keep learning throughout my years. Y'all are the best. I always say that, but it's very true. I hope to see you next week. And if not, I'll see you whenever you next can. Don't ever feel bad. Pop in when you can, pop out when you need to. You know it's casual here. Okay. Anyway,